Back then when my dad was making me do all this stuff, I had no idea why he was making me do it. But when I got older, obviously I know why. He wanted me to be a lot more disciplined. He wanted me to be a hard worker. And no excuses type of relationship. You either do it or do it. You know, it was kind of that attitude. I think when I got to the Yankees, they kind of liked that leadership of me, of being a hard worker, being the last one on the field, being the last one out of the clubhouse, because things that you're doing during the year that you feel really, really comfortable about, you know, staying on that track and being that focused. So I think it helped me a lot.
That approach definitely pays off in a town like New York.
Yes.
Your father was a scout for Major League Baseball. Your love for the game really came from him. Baseball, the sport, however, has lost some of its shine in the last 20 years in that there's a lot of criticism that the game is really long or it's really boring and it hasn't adapted to the times. What do you think of that criticism?
You know what? Nowadays there's so much strategy going on. The managers, the coaches are so much prepared that they have an idea of what to do. You know, the bullpen is so important for winning ball games. You see the Yankees that we won. You know, we had a great bullpen. You bring guys in to try to face a guy. So that's why I think it's just a little bit longer, but it's just the strategy that goes behind winning a ball game that makes it a little bit long.
So should MLB change that? Do you think it needs to be changed?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it will be really, really tough to change, you know, the way of how to win a ball game. I don't think that will ever change.
In fact, with more data, it might just even get more complicated.
It's get a little bit more complicated. They're going to try to, you know, speed it up a little bit and try to get the pitcher to throw a little faster and the hitter not to leave the batter's box. So there's a lot of routine that the hitter goes through, the pitcher goes through, that you're trying to minimize now.
Right, right. Well, it obviously starts with kids. I mean, you loved baseball as a kid, but a lot of kids are now playing other sports like lacrosse, like soccer. How do you get kids interested in baseball now?
That's my biggest problem with kids now. The discipline. If you're going to enjoy something, if you're going to follow something, there's got to be some kind of, you know, routine, and there's got to be some kind of discipline and priority, you know, about the sport that you play. Nowadays, kids are all over the place. There's so much stuff to do that kids don't know. You know, I was a coach of the JV team this past fall and spring, and there's kids that have a lot of talent, but they have no idea of how, to follow their dream.